been confirmed that he's officially dead in the 3rd episode. There's no way. They must have not included all the episodes. There's no way.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in South America in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city. Of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Black Knights of Rio de Janeiro. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. A Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Lance. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Lance to throw it. That is caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converted on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10. Off the option. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd and 6. Now Lance. And this is going to be incomplete.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the 7. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And out will come the offense as they take over. Hyatt goes in motion left. Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. And a short pickup to about the 25. Well, I mean, who would have thought this? A team based in South America, this inaugural season, these folks so excited, and with good reason. This is the NFL continuing to show that it's not just an American pastime, really becoming a global game, and what an addition to the league this will be. Throwing Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Right there, and you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds of thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. In motion, Slayton. A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is 2nd and 8.
Other side.
Now Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 36. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
I don't think he likes it.
Looking to throw. Jones. That ball caught by Campbell. Touchdown! Paris Campbell, 36 yards. And the Black Knights are on the board here first in the season opener. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're with a few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys, I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Boyle used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On is the punter, Brian Ager, to kick this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
Hey, Miles.
Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And not willing to take a shot out of the pocket. He tucks it and goes down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, so often we talk about whether or not a quarterback was surprised by the pressure, by the blitz. Most of the time, they're not surprised by that, but the speed in which someone gets there. And on this play, I don't think he had any other chance or choice.
Are they taught in that situation just to tuck it and go down?
Yeah, when you don't even have an opportunity to look downfield and assess what's going on, cover it, take care of the football. Don't turn something bad into something worse.
Hey, watch it, man. Outside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now inside the 25, down inside the 10, and all the way in for a touchdown. Darius Slayton, 42 yards. And the Black Knights have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Now Lance throwing on second down. Swinging this out for Pollard. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling.
Cannot connect.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to put this one away.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And they'll go for it. Lance. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone that was in the right spot for the QB.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Two minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Jones. Complete right side to Hyatt. Touchdown! Jalen Hyatt. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Black Knights are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone now.
finna put.
What?
Trying to see if he gonna put.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense has...
But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That caught by the rookie tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Barter, do we have a medic here? Can I get a cold compress from my head right now? Watching these play calls, I know that they're in the red zone, but he's in his own red zone, not the opposite red zone to decide to go for it. How did this happen?
Hey, risky, but it paid off. I agree. You keep calling plays like that, you're going to need a lot of acids on the sideline.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott off play action. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And a quick throw here that's complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. A route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And a moment here to recognize a nice milestone for Dak Prescott. That last throw puts him over 25,000 yards passing for his career. Not too bad for a fourth-round pick. And congratulations to Dak on what has been a solid career thus far. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Detroit Johnson.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can not afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. First down, Prescott. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, it's Prescott. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be fourth down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? The Cowboys will go. Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 69 yards. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Gold North Salad! Gold North Salad!
Second down, here's Barkley again. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here comes third and the length of the football.
Why shift to Crude? Up we go.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Bama, Bama, Bama. Apple, 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 apple. Triple right, Pacino. Triple right, Pacino. Up we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Up we go.
On second down, here's Barkley. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I think they like this drive real bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Drop for a loss there on a nice effort by Osa Odighizuwa.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. That one goes for 24 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And the all-pro Micah Parsons there on the tackle. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. Hard throw, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And that's complete to Cooks. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Prescott looks to throw on first. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Hey, kill. Here we go, 47. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And again, it's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. To throw is Prescott. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked out by Isaiah Rodgers. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now Jones. That ball caught by Campbell. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers. Ladybug, 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 ladybug.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Well, they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Barkley is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. They get it to him running left. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Black Knights are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. This is 1st and 10. Now Dak. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Here's Prescott. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
To throw, Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Dak. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Now Prescott on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Okay, here we go.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Half 88, half 88, half 88.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for Rio, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.